So Mr. Funnel has got a special built-in funnel. If you Google him, you'll find out all about it. It's quite a remarkable invention. And I'm going to pass all this fuel through Mr. Funnel. There's no water in this. Good morning, welcome back to camp. 3 days ago, I had no idea what AdBlue was. I had no idea that they put it into new four-wheel drives and trucks as an additive to help burn off the exhaust to make the emissions better. But I went to a local garage with the stock trailer and I wanted to purchase 200 litres of diesel. So as you can see, I've got diesel in 5 buckets there, so I've siphoned off 100 litres of that diesel. Now the story is, with the purchase of diesel, is I spoke to a young tenant there who never had a clue what was going on in life, and I asked him what he had as a small bottle to put in here to help preserve the diesel from black death and such. And he took me outside to next to the Bowser, where there was a pump which said AdBlue, and he said, this is what the trucks use, they put this in the diesel. So I said, well, what ratio do they put it in? And he got his calculator out and he worked it out, and he said about 10 litres for 200 litres. And I believed him. I had no clue at that time. I'm a boat builder, not a mechanic. I had no clue. So I put 10 litres in this container and then proceeded to fill it up with diesel. And then on getting home, I thought I might just Google and see what AdBlue is. And to my horror, I found out that it was water, stabilised water, demineralised water, whatever you want to call it, ionic water, mixed with urea, which is a fertiliser. And what this does is they inject it into the hot side of the exhaust system, and it burns off any unburned products of the diesel, which makes the diesel exhaust more compatible with woke today. So I also found videos of where people had put it into their diesel mistakenly, like I did, and started their engine, and because it's water based, it sits down the bottom down here. So it sits in the bottom of their tanks, and they immediately suck in water into their fuel pumps, and the engine stops. And there's a lot of videos saying that it's cost thousands, many tens of thousands of dollars, because if you take it to a garage, they want to replace the fuel pump, they want to replace the fuel lines, they want to replace the tank, they want to replace everything that urea touched, because apparently it is a nasty substance on metals and plastics and such. But I did find videos where they said if you get it to it quick enough, and if you don't start the engine, you can get rid of it out of your fuel tank. So what I did was I bought a filter from Mr. Filter, and it's got a special filter membrane in it, I'll show you later, that stops water from getting through the filter, and it works. All the videos on there, it works. And I contacted Mr. Filter, and he got back to me, and it's very, very helpful. So I thought I'd do this video as part 1, showing you my blunder, and be very interested to know, does the urea, it mixed into the water, stay in the water or does it get into the fuel? Now that fuel to me is the perfect colour. It's clear, it's clean. I'm going to put that into that tractor diesel only tank there, and I have 200 litres of good generator diesel there for our backup generator. So I'm going to do some experiments. In part 2 of this video I'm going to do experiment on AdBlue. I bought some AdBlue specially, and I went back and bought some diesel from the same garage. So I've got the same diesel, unpolluted, and I've got AdBlue from that same garage, and I'm going to do a quantity test where I mix a known weight of AdBlue in the diesel, give it a good shake up, let it sit, and then I'll filter it through Mr. Funnel and then weigh the outcome. If the urea stays suspended in the diesel, in the water, well then I should be able to get the urea out with the water, and it should be still in the water. I understand there's 10% urea in the water, and I should end up with the same volume of diesel by weight when it goes through Mr. Filter, because Mr. Filter will stop the water getting in unless the urea does something to the water and thinks it's diesel, and then it transfers through as well. But I'm going to do another video on that and see what happens. But today I've just backed the trailer up to here. I'm going to unload these 5 containers of diesel. So Mr. Funnel has got a special built-in funnel. If you Google him, you'll find out all about it. It's quite a remarkable invention. And I'm going to pass all this fuel through Mr. Funnel. There's no water in this, so it all should go through. You can hear it running in. So there he is in there, siphoning down. So what I'm going to do is, there's a little bit left in the bottom there. I'm going to put it back into there and do the next one. This funnel does 18 litres a minute. You can get another one that does 13. And you can get a larger one which does a lot more. I bought it for particles and water, because when I store my drums out here in the sunshine, they condensate. So there we go again. A little bit left in there. So dump that into there. It doesn't look like anything other than diesel. The diesel suds like diesel does. It's not over sudding, frothing. see the suds on there. Looks pure, like normal diesel. I was advised to dispose of the whole container, but it seems to be such a waste to me. Okay, so I've just unloaded that metal 200 litre drum from the stock trailer. It got shaken up and I'll let it sit there for 3 days now, and then I'll continue getting diesel out of it and keep you updated. So that's a good diesel for a generator. 200 litres there, and that's 100 litres of diesel that I think will be fine for the tractor. So in a few days we'll get back to it.